What's good? We back with the boxing clinic and more. And I got a request to do a top 10 prospect list, but I only have 8 here. So it's going to be a top 8 prospect list. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back on a boxing grind. Let's start off. 8 for me is Shakur Stevenson. I think, it's a lot. He left a lot to be desired, but like I said, this is a marathon, not a race. He's going to take his time. I believe he will develop under the tutelage of James Prince and Andre Ward and his grandfather. I believe that, he'll get it together, in my opinion. A lot of power need to be desired. I think he'll mature. He'll learn how to generate power. You can see he's thinking more than he's going out there trying to be tenacious and get knockouts. Young Mayweather, young Roy Jones, young guys like that was out there blowing the competition away. Stevenson looks like he wants to be a crafty type of Andre Ward type of guy right now. Even Andre Ward, who was fighting kind of at middleweight, catchweight, middleweight, was knocking guys out early in his career. Stevenson really ain't showing that type of power yet, but I think he'll mature. I think he'll end up being a world champion, in my opinion, down the line. 7 for me is Mick Conlan. He's another guy that's left a lot to be desired. He knocked out a lot of his early opponents that was tailor-made to make him look good. Obviously, he's still young in his career. Like I said, he got a lot of skill. He got some power. It's just going to take time, development. Everybody don't come out the gates on fire as a professional. Both of these guys were top Olympians. I think they both medaled at one point. I know Shakur got a silver. I believe Mick Conlan got 2 golds or a gold medal or something like that. I think it would come for them, man. I think it was going to come for Mick Conlan. I like him. I seen him at the Madison Square Garden Theater Room, his debut. They really, really young, and they just starting out. So just because you see guys jumping up and making great leaps and bounds in their careers, like Erickson Lubin jumping up early, you see Shevchenko trying to get it in 12 fights, championship fight with Triple G, Lomachenko trying to get championship in the second or third fight versus Salido. Everybody's not going to be on that fast track. Some people need the traditional 15 to 20 fights to get there, in my opinion. I think, both Stevenson and Mick Conlan will, and down the line, they could fight each other. Timoth Lopez, I like him. I think he's top ranks #1 prospect out of the 3, in my opinion. Very skilled, very patient. I think he sparred Rigondeaux, or he's been in the same camp or something like that. Looked very impressive in his last time out. I like the kid a lot. He ranked 7 on my list. A lot of speed, a lot of skill. Heard Angel Garcia giving him and his dad some advice a couple months ago. So I think he's gonna be okay. And number 6 for me is Richard Hitchens. Richard Hitchens is 5 is Richard Hitchens. He's a hell of a fighter. He's out the same cops and boxing cops program that Teddy Atlas started in New York as Lil B-Hop Colbert. We speak about him a little later, but Hitchens can easily be probably the most talented and had the best career. He signed with Mayweather Promotions. They must have showed him the money. Very fast, powerful, confident, New York cocky, borderline arrogant boxer. Wanted to fight a 10-rounder in his second or third professional fight. I think it was the New York State Athletic Commission that halted that. And, like I said, he's in my top 5 prospects in boxing right now, in my opinion. And like I said, he's a hell of a fighter. He come in at number 5, so far. And I think the more you guys see in him, I think he's at a second, third, or fourth professional fight coming up. The more you guys see him, the more you'll see what I've seen. And when I seen him spar Haney and I think Shakur Stevenson, and he more than held his own. He's a hell of a fighter, fast, quick, strong, powerful, a little bit bigger than Shakur and Haney at this point. I think he's fighting at 140. Number 4 for me is Josh Kelly. Is number 4 for me. I like Josh Kelly a lot. He quick. He kind of got that Sergio Martinez hands down, Roy Jones type of thing going. Got to squeeze the UK in there. I think he's a very talented prospect. There's no rush for him to rush at welterweight. You got a lot of top guys right there: Earl Spence, Keith Thurman, Sean Porter, Danny Garcia, Terrence Crawford. He could take his time. Even Marcus Madonna's brother Fabian Madonna, is starting to come up. He'd be fighting on Brooklyn Barclay, Cardinal, Adrian Broner Vargas undercard as well. So, ain't no time to really rush. Josh Kelly take his time, coming Commonwealth champion, all them British champions. People looking out for him, but I hopefully they don't rush him to be on the fast track, at all. Got number 3 now. It's Ryan Garcia for me. I like him. A lot of people say he's stiff, but he's quick, he's fast, he's still learning. He easily could be the face of boxing down the line. He got a lot of charisma. He got a lot of fanfare. Fighting out of California, a lot of speed. He got power. He like 5'10". He got height, Like I said, they said Morales was too stiff, you know. And look, he had a great career. I think Ryan Garcia has a great career around him. I know it's a lot of uncertainty with Golden Boy, and perhaps Canelo might leave or stay, whatever it may be. I think Ryan Garcia is ready to step it up. He probably gonna step it up before a lot of these guys do. Let me say it that way. You know, he's probably gonna be on a fast track because Golden Boy needs him to be, and I think he'd be more than ready to handle that. But number 2 for me is Devin Haney. I'm impressed. We gonna see what he do versus Mason Menard. I see him down there training on Mr. LBTA Facebook page. He looked good. You know, last time he fought, I think it was a year ago. Haney got a real challenge. He was supposed to fight some tough guy from the Philippines in Iowa last February. It didn't happen on Showbox. Now he can make his debut. But my one of the dudes on my Facebook page, his son sparred Devin Haney, and they said the dude is the real deal, and I believe it. My number 1 guy to end the video is Lil Christopher B. Hop Colbert. I said it last week. The boy is special. You know, he's still growing. He getting big. He's out the same cops and boxing and cop program that Richard Hitchens is. He's from Brooklyn, New York. I'm trying to tell you, the dude is the real deal. He does some veteran things. And yes, he's nicknamed after Bernard Hopkins, little B-Hop, the golden child. I mean, he's definitely got the golden touch in the ring. I think he's going to go a long, long way as he's advised by Al Heyman. They got a lot of talent and an outstanding amateur record. One of my top 8. We gone.